Happy Sunday, guys. Or depending on whenever you see this video, if I upload it today or it could be tomorrow, it all depends. It is now Sunday afternoon though. So I wanted to come and do a video with my two babies here. So if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you are already subscribed and have been following me on my old channel as well as this new channel, welcome back. And so if you're new, you may not have seen these babies before, but these are my Willow twins, and we have Willow asleep and Willow awake, boy and girl twins here. They are the Willow Kit Editions by Clear Taylor Dolls. So these babies, this is Jackson and this is Amani, and they were molded, sculpted, poured into silicone by Clear Taylor Dolls, and then they were sold as blank kits and they were painted by other artists. So these two were both painted by Paula Briggs, and her nursery is Boohoo Nurseries, and she's on Facebook. So I was lucky and blessed enough to get these two who were painted by the same artist. And I do like that they were painted by the same artist because the paint style is very similar and they really match one another. Although they are already the same, pretty much the same sculpt, except her eyes are open. He has like a little outie belly button. She has more of an innie belly button, but pretty much they're the same. But I love the fact that not only is the sculptor the same, the painter, the artist is the same, and the rooter. So she did, Paula Briggs did their hair and painted them. So they really kind of blend in and match one another because the paint styles are the same. They are slightly two different skin tones. She is a little darker than him. He is more of that biracial skin tone, light biracial skin tone, and then she is more of a medium brown, like a light brown color. I love both of their skin tones though. I really love both. Amani has these beautiful blue eyes. If you have never seen her before, she has blue eyes, and I really love her blue eyes. At first, I thought I wanted to change her eyes to brown, and that was before I actually seen her in person before she came home. I was figuring I would change her eyes to brown, but then when I actually got her home and I saw her, I just really fell in love with the blue eyes. I think they're really pretty with her skin tone. So I ended up leaving her eyes blue because I really love them. Both of them have brown hair. Hers is a teeny bit darker, but both of their hair is like kind of a dark brown. And yeah, so that's my Willows. He has the full armatures in his arms. His armatures pretty much go all the way through, all the way to his wrists. Like you can kind of feel them past his wrist, actually. They go kind of to the palm of his hand right here, all the way through. It's one piece. Her armatures are just the elbow armatures, and I actually prefer the elbow armature. They work so much easier. Just in case you're wondering, and say you have a choice to have armatures in your doll and you're wondering what's the difference, his hold his arms in place as well. But I think these, I don't know, they just work way more easier. The baby still has more flexibility in their arm. If you can tell, her arms are more flexible. I can easily put her arms up, even though her armature doesn't go all the way through. Her arms still will stay up there. His will stay up too, but it looks like I would have to do a little bit more for that arm to kind of stay up there with him. These seem to be more rigid. They're just not as flexible as that elbow armature. So if I can choose from now on, like, what do I want as far as armatures, I would say I would have to pick elbow armatures or probably no armature. in all honesty. So anyway, he also has the drinking wet system, and she does not have a drinking wet system. That's the other choice you get nowadays. With the silicone babies, some artists give you a choice if you want a drinking wet system or no drinking wet. And before, when you were buying the blank kits, you couldn't even get a drinking wet system in a kit doll. You only could get the drinking wet system in the fully completed edition dolls by Clear Taylor. But now Clear Taylor has extended that choice of the drinking wet. Even with her kit edition dolls, you can, get a drinking wet in them. And it does cost extra money, though, when you get the drinking wet. And also the armatures cost extra. So those are just some of the choices you get now. And I think that's pretty much it. Both of them are the one-piece pour. Their necks are all attached, flexible necks. Their heads turn and everything. You can lay them on their tummy and their heads turn. I'll do that in another video where I'll show you guys them on their tummy and all of that. And I'll do that over on this channel because I have done a video like that with them on my old channel. But next time when I do a video with them, I will also kind of flip them over and all that and show you guys them on their tummies. But I'm not going to do that today because I don't want to make this video too long. So anyway, and they are both the soft silicone blend. But I don't know if you guys can tell when I'm squeezing. She is softer than her brother. She's way softer than him. He is very soft as well, but he's firmer than her. And with these dolls, they, as I've said many times, they could be the same type of doll, both poured by Clear Taylor, her dolls, but they have different feel to them. Even though both of them are Willows, they're still all kind of unique because each one is poured, handmade separately, and they do feel differently. So she is way softer than him, but he's soft as well because they are in that soft silicone blend for her kit edition dolls. The edition babies Clear Taylor makes that are fully completed by her are also soft, but is a whole different mix of silicone, a whole different blend. So that's just a little bit on Clear Taylor's dolls. These dolls are sold out because I know I might get that question is, how can you get one of them? These babies are no longer available on Clear Taylor's website. They are all sold out editions, but people may have them up on secondary market for sale. So at this point, you'd have to look for them on secondary market. So that is just a little background. I'm not going to put them in any dressy outfits. They're going to get onesies. This one is Amani's. It's that ribbed material. This is that rose blush color. And then we have the knee socks that match it. And it is so warm here in Georgia. I cannot believe the weather, how it just it feels like summer. So they don't need anything heavy on. So they're going to get onesies. This one is also a ribbed onesie, and it is in that cream. What do they call this color? It's darker than cream, kind of beige. It's something they call this color. I can't think of it right now, but to me, it's like a creamy beige color. So this one is his. And then he has these beige knee socks. They're not exactly a match for his onesie, but I'm going to put it with it because I don't have any socks like the exact color of this particular onesie. And I had these socks on Everett yesterday, if you guys saw my pictures on Instagram, but they were so big on poor little Everett, so I took them off of him and put him on some little socks. But if you're not following me on Instagram, you can follow me there because I did post pictures of Everett yesterday and Layla, and also Layla and Mika together, but I didn't do a video. I only posted pictures yesterday. So sometimes I will do that where I'll post pictures of my babies, but I don't do a video. So you might want to kind of check us out on Instagram as well. Follow us over there if you like. My Instagram is the same as my channel, Erica's Precious Ones, and the link to my Instagram is right under my video in the description. You can just click it and it'll take you right over to my Instagram. So anyway, that is what is going on here today. A very quiet Sunday, very warm Sunday. It's like I want to actually turn on the air conditioner. That is how warm I'm feeling. And the babies, my silicone babies feel warm. Like, I can tell when it's warm in the house because the silicone babies warm up to the temperature. If it's cold, they sometimes feel cold. You know they need to be in something heavier, or they need a blanket. And they also get a little tacky feeling to them sometimes. Like if you have them overdressed, they begin to feel like almost like they're sweating. So that is something I actually like about silicone though, because it adds to their realism to me, because they actually sweat. So they get like this little, like when you touch them, you can feel like they feel a little tacky like. So I did have to powder the babies a little bit. And I don't use regular baby powder anymore for my silicone dolls. It's advised that you don't use baby powder, because baby powders, a lot of them have additives in them. So I use the silicone finishing powder. There are many different ones out now that you can use to just powder your dolls with, your silicone dolls, whenever you feel they need powdering. Some people powder them, they like before they dress them. They like how it makes the clothes go on easier. During the warm weather, sometimes they need a little powder because they do get that little tacky feeling. So, do I have that powder up here? Let me see if I could get it real quick. This time I do have it up here, guys. So this is it. Silicone finishing powder. It is pretty expensive, I will say. It has like a little holes in the top, like a cover, so you can just pour out how much you want. I usually pour it in the top and then use it. It's very fine. Sometimes I put on a little mask when I'm using this powder because it can get in your nose and stuff and your lungs. So you might want to use a little mask. But it's safe to powder the dolls with, the silicone dolls. And you can get that off of Facebook. It's Wee Babies Nursery. Jenny Lee on Facebook. And I believe she's still selling it as far as I know. I've had that same container for like 2 years and I still have it. It's still full. So that just gives you an idea. It lasts pretty long. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to switch them. I might leave him there. And yeah, because you guys can see her too. So yeah, that's what I use to powder my babies with when they feel tacky. You can also use that same powder when you're matting the dolls, like after you finish painting them. So that finishing powder, matting powder, can be used for 2 different things, that particular one. So I have used it when I'm painting silicone, and then I get to the matting process, and then I have also used it just for regular powdering. So anyways, as I was telling you guys, I have 6 silicone dolls. If you're new, you may not know that. But at the moment, I have 5 full body silicone babies. And 1 partial silicone baby that I painted for myself in the past, like maybe 3 weeks ago now. So I have been trying to do videos with all of my babies since this is my new channel, just to introduce everyone to all of my babies. I think the only baby I don't have a video up yet with on this channel now is Layla, and then my vinyl reborn babies. So they'll be eventually getting a video also. So you guys can get to meet all of my babies that I currently have in my collection. And then eventually I may do a collection update video with all of them. But as I was saying, although I have 6 silicone babies presently, I am still wanting another silicone baby. Is that crazy or what? And I want another full body silicone. I have one partial, and I'm happy with my one partial. I really love her. Love how she came out. But at the same time, I want one more silicone baby, and I've decided that I really want another full body silicone. And I almost thought I had one today, and well, I had asked the person about her yesterday, and they weren't sure. They said they were thinking about letting go of her, but they would have to think about it and they would let me know. So I was hoping that I could get that one. It's a sculpt that I really want. But she decided after she thought about it overnight that she didn't want to let go of her yet. So I understand, you know, when you ain't ready yet, because I kind of asked her. She didn't have her for sale. I will tend to do that. If it's a baby I'm interested in, I will definitely ask the mommy, you know, if they are thinking of selling that baby, or if they do think of selling it, to let me know. And she actually said she had been thinking about letting go of the baby, but I guess when it actually came as a real possibility and I was really interested and she thought about it overnight, she wasn't ready yet. So, but I'm glad she realized it before she sold her, because I hate when I sell a baby and then afterwards I regret it. I hate that so much. So it is really good to kind of think it over really well before you make that decision. So I understand her decision and I respect it. And the baby's so pretty, so I understand she didn't want to let her baby go yet. But I'm disappointed. So now I'm still on the search for that baby. And you know, it's like I wasn't really looking for that baby right now until like maybe 2 days ago. Something just came over me and I wanted that particular sculpt all of a sudden. And then I remember she had it and I was like, let me just ask just to see. But now that she doesn't want to sell her, it's like now I really like you want it more because you can't get it. Oh my goodness. And it's also a sold out, you know, edition. It's not new. So therefore it's harder to find them when they're sold out. So I don't know if I'll find one or not, but I'm looking. I don't know if I want to share which baby it is yet. I have to think about it if I want to say which sculpt it is. Sometimes it's good to say it because then somebody might have that sculpt and they hear what you're looking for and they might want to sell theirs. Who knows? But I'll think about it and see, do I want to share it in a future video. So anyway, guys, that is just my rambling. No real topic today. There are my babies, and they are nice and cool now in these onesies because they had on sleepers, and those sleepers was hot. Both of them was sticky when I took them out of their sleeper. So now I have to change Gabriel, but I'll probably just change Gabriel off camera, since I changed him on camera Friday. And his little outfit is like too hot now. It's too hot for that. So I need to go change him out of that. But anyway, guys, that's it. Please subscribe. I hate when the headband mess up the baby hair. It like pushes it up and you have it all neat. The headband ruins it. But if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe so you will see the rest of the babies. I have a few videos up on this channel now for you guys to watch. And please follow us on Instagram. As I said, the link is below the video. Make sure you click the bell so you'll be notified whenever I put up new videos. And that is all for now. I don't know if I want to move this camera. If it cuts off, I'm sorry. I'll try to bring it around. Hopefully it doesn't cut off. Okay, I did it. So here they are. Front view, Jackson and Amani. I love their chubby legs. These Willows have like such pretty legs. And now it's like warm enough where you can kind of get to see those pretty legs. They don't really need no pants or anything. So anyway, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.